Do you believe that behind every imperfection lies a strength capable of moving the whole world? Today, we will explore extraordinary lives from an otherworldly muse to a swimmer without arms and legs. People who have turned the impossible into a radiant miracle. If you are looking for motivation to overcome adversity, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss the most inspiring stories. Don't forget to leave a comment sharing which character you admire the most. Right now, let's begin the journey of awakening the will within you. Sain Mumtaz, a young man from Pakistan, lives with Proteus syndrome, a condition that causes his head and limbs to grow excessively and become severely deformed. From an early age, his body changed continuously, bringing him countless difficulties in daily life, as well as physical pain. However, instead of being rejected or feared, the local community where he lives embraced him with love and compassion, helping him never feel like a mistake of nature. Despite having a noticeably different appearance that can sometimes startle strangers, Sain has a very kind and warm-hearted soul. He is always seen with a gentle smile, working diligently and connecting with others through sincerity. His story is not only about the effort to live with illness, but also a song of beautiful human compassion. It is the acceptance and care from those around him that has given Sain the strength to overcome pain and personal insecurity. Sain Mumtaz has become a symbol of hope in his homeland, proving that a person's beauty lies in the way they treat the world. He did not choose to hide in the shadows, but instead chose to step out and live each day fully with those who love him. Looking at Sain, we see the value of understanding and compassion. He teaches us that a person's body may be altered by fate, but the beauty of kindness remains forever intact and shining in life. From the time she was a little girl, Gabi Shull devoted all her love to graceful ballet dances. However, at the age of 9, a devastating shock arrived when she was diagnosed with a severe form of bone cancer. To save her life, doctors were forced to make the painful decision to amputate part of her right leg, which seemed to bring an end to all the artistic dreams of the talented young girl. However, a medical miracle opened a new ray of hope for Gabi Shull through a special surgical procedure called rotation-plasty. Doctors rotated her foot 180 degrees and attached it to the remaining part of her thigh, turning her heel into a highly flexible, artificial knee joint. This is an extremely complex technique requiring absolute precision to give patients the best possible chance to use a prosthetic limb in a natural and effective way. The journey back to the studio for Gabi Shull after her surgery was an arduous battle filled with tears and sweat. She had to start from zero, learning how to balance and feel her body on an entirely new biological structure. Physical pain and repeated falls did not discourage her. Instead, they only fueled the burning flame of passion blazing in the heart of the young girl. With iron, will Gabi Shull transformed her unusual reversed legs into an extraordinary artistic instrument no one could have imagined. When she stands on stage wearing a dazzling dress and performing graceful turns, all physical barriers seem to dissolve. The audience no longer sees a cancer patient, but only a professional ballet dancer with a radiant presence and absolute freedom. Gabi Shull has become an endless source of inspiration for millions of people around the world, especially children facing adversity. Her story proves that modern medicine can create opportunities, but it is human perseverance and courage that turn those opportunities into a brilliant reality. She is living proof that every step of a dance can carry the strength of a heart that never knows how to retreat. Gabi Shull teaches us how to face loss with an optimistic smile and use pain itself to write an epic story for our lives. She doesn't just dance with her legs, but with her whole soul, spreading hope to every corner of life. Are you ready to fight for your dreams, despite all obstacles like that little girl? Leave a comment sharing your thoughts. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a sub to support us in spreading these extraordinary stories of resilience. Charlotte Garside was born like a tiny miracle with a rare condition called primordial dwarfism. At birth, she was so small she could fit in her parents' coat pocket, weighing less than 1 kilogram and measuring only 25 centimeters. Doctors once feared she would not survive her first birthday, but Charlotte proved otherwise. She grew up with a radiant spirit resembling a real-life doll stepping out of fairy tales, bringing joy to anyone who met her. Despite her tiny stature and complex health challenges, Charlotte has never let them stop her energetic spirit. She loves exploring the world around her with eyes full of curiosity and a constant smile on her face. Her family has created an environment filled with love, where Charlotte is not seen as a patient, but as a little angel with a strong will to live. Her existence is a gentle reminder of the value of every breath and the power of unconditional love to overcome all adversity. Charlotte Garside's story is not only about a unique physical condition, but also about the will to survive that exists within every human being. She teaches us that no matter how small the body may be, the heart can still hold immense desires. Looking at Charlotte, people see the beauty of fragility that is also incredibly resilient. She is one of the smallest flowers in the world, yet she carries the fragrance of optimism, helping us appreciate the simple and precious things in life more deeply. When the dark shadow of bone cancer struck at the age of 22, Bernadette was forced to make the most painful decision of her life, to have part of her leg amputated in exchange for her life. Instead of hiding behind layers of cosmetic surgery to conceal her disability, she transformed her prosthetic leg into an adornment of pride. Bernadette stepped into the light facing curious stares with a radiant smile and fearless eyes. That metal leg was no longer a mark of disease, but a brilliant symbol of a spirit that triumphed over adversity. On prestigious fashion runways, Bernadette not only showcased stunning outfits, but also displayed her powerful self. Each step she took carried a powerful message. True beauty doesn't lie in physical perfection, but radiates confidence after setbacks. She shattered outdated stereotypes about beauty standards, replacing them with the image of a modern, empowered woman. Bernadette teaches us that when you accept and love your differences, the world will look up to you in admiration. Her story is like an inspiring melody, touching the hearts of those who feel insecure about their appearance. Bernadette didn't need flesh and blood legs to achieve success. It was her iron will that propelled her dreams to greater heights. She proves that the only flaw in humanity is fear, and once overcome, anyone can become a true warrior. She transformed physical barriers into stepping stones to reach heights that even able-bodied people only dream of. Bernadette's presence on the runway was not simply a fashion show, but a revolution in perception. She reminded us that the body is merely a shell. True value lies in the indomitable spirit within. Her metallic footsteps echoed across the catwalk, like powerful heartbeats of belief, affirming that there are no limits to beauty if we have the courage to be ourselves. She ignited a flame of hope, warming the hearts of those wavering in the face of life's harsh realities. Bernadette is a steel rose blooming brilliantly amidst the storm, affirming her indomitable spirit and boundless ambition. Her journey is not just a story of survival, but a lesson in proud rebirth from the ashes of fate. Looking at her, we see the boundless strength of humanity in daring to confront and overcome pain. Bernadette is not just walking the fashion runway, she is striding down the path of glory where every step leaves an endless source of inspiration for humankind. Cameron Clapp's youth came to an abrupt end after a devastating railway accident that took both of his legs and one arm. The world seemed to completely collapse beneath the feet of the teenage boy who was still growing up. Days spent in a hospital bed with overwhelming pain could have broken anyone, but deep within that despair, the flame of life in Cameron continued to burn quietly, waiting for the day it would blaze stronger than ever. Cameron did not choose to live in pity. He chose to confront his own limits head-on. With prosthetic legs and an iron will, he began to relearn how to walk, how to run, and how to conquer powerful waves on a surfboard with remarkable skill. The image of a young man with a disability, yet overflowing with energy on the ocean, has become a symbol of absolute freedom. He is not just surviving after the accident, but truly living a life more radiant and meaningful than ever before. Now, Cameron travels everywhere to inspire millions of people. He teaches us that loss is not the end, but the beginning of a more resilient version of oneself. Looking at that smile, people no longer see a victim, but only a hero who has rewritten his own destiny. In your opinion, can mental strength overcome all physical limitations? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support us in spreading these extraordinary values. Born without legs and abandoned at birth, Jennifer Bricker seemed to have been rejected by fate. But she was fortunately raised in a compassionate family where the word impossible never existed. With a passionate drive, Jennifer learned to tumble and maintain balance using only her arms and extraordinary determination. On the gymnastics floor, that small young woman made everyone hold their breath as she convincingly won a state championship. Jennifer's journey became even more miraculous when she discovered that her idol Olympic champion, Dominique Moceanu, was actually her biological sister. That truth completed the colorful picture of the mesmerizing aerial acrobat's life. Without legs, Jennifer used her very soul to soar on towering silks. Every movement of hers is a dance of freedom, proving that physical limitations can never stop a heart that longs to conquer. Jennifer Bricker is not just an athlete. She is a messenger of hope for the unique gifts within each person. She does not look down at her missing legs, but always looks up at the vast sky with pride. Her story reminds us that we do not need wings to fly, only a belief in ourselves that is strong enough. Jennifer has turned a congenital disability into a unique advantage, shining like a brilliant star in everyday life. Daniel Ritchie was born into a harsh circumstance, completely without arms. Instead of sinking into insecurity under sympathetic stares, he chose to turn his feet into miraculous hands through a journey of intense training. Daniel learned how to hold a spoon right and even drive using his flexible toes. That persistence not only helped him become independent, but also enabled him to become an amazing father, able to care for his young child with his own hands in a truly remarkable way. Today, Daniel is a compelling pastor and speaker who uses his own life as proof of the power of will. He never uses his disability as an excuse, but instead turns it into a lever to reach the hearts of thousands of people who feel lost. On stage, people no longer see empty shoulders, but only a radiant soul. He teaches us that human worth does not lie in what is missing, but in how we use what we have to make the world better. Daniel's story is a song of independence and self-respect, proving that the only true human limitation is the mind. From changing his child's diapers to inspiring his community, each of his actions reflects a simple yet extraordinary beauty. Daniel does not need arms to embrace the world, because his heart is already large enough to protect and inspire countless lives, helping them find light at the end of the path. Losing a leg after a devastating childhood accident, Baris Telli seemed destined to have to close the door on his dream of playing football forever. But his intense love for the ball pulled him up from bone-deep pain. With a wooden crutch as support, Baris trained relentlessly, turning difficult steps into agile, fast-paced plays. He became a shining star of disabled football in Turkey, proudly known by fans as the one-legged Messi. Not only in football, Baris also expanded into athletics and brought home numerous international medals, affirming his status as a true athlete. His image, celebrating victory on a single leg, has inspired countless people facing adversity around the world. He proves that disability is only a temporary physical challenge and can never stop innate talent. Baris has written a new legend where limits are broken by pure, relentless passion. Every time he steps onto the field, Baris not only plays for himself but also lights up hope for millions of people with disabilities. He shows that crutches are not a burden, but wings that help him fly high in the sky of glory. Baris is the very symbol of an iron will, even with only one leg. He still strikes fate's net to score the winning goal of his life. If you had an extraordinary level of determination like Baris, what goal would you want to achieve the most? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support us. From the moment she was born, Millie-Belle Diamond faced congenital cataracts, causing the world in her eyes to appear blurry. However, instead of letting darkness overshadow her future, her parents helped Millie shine in the most special way. With an impressive fashion style and confident demeanor, the young girl quickly became a mini icon on social media. Her different vision does not reduce her appeal. Instead, it creates a unique beauty full of depth. Millie's journey is a powerful affirmation that every child is a shining diamond in their own unique way. Despite undergoing many painful surgeries, she continues to appear with the most innocent and radiant spirit. She teaches us a lesson in optimism. We do not only see life with our eyes, but also with a pure heart. Millie is not just a fashion star. She is a messenger of hope, proving that true beauty is never limited by illness. Millie's fame has helped raise public awareness about visually impaired children, bringing comfort to many families in similar situations. She stands there resilient as a reminder that a disability can become a wonderful highlight if we learn to appreciate it. Millie has proven that darkness cannot extinguish the light that comes from within each person. With every smile, she is painting a vibrant, colorful world where differences are the most beautiful thing of all. Isaiah Acosta was born with a severe physical condition, completely without a jaw and without a voice. His world was supposed to be filled with endless silence, but music knocked on Isaiah's heart and changed everything. Unable to eat or speak with his mouth like an ordinary person, his soul instead resonated with the powerful rhythms of rap music. Isaiah began writing fiery lyrics drawn from his own experiences and his desire to be heard as someone who had never spoken a single word. Instead of surrendering to the silence of fate, Isaiah used technology and the support of dedicated collaborators to share his music with the world. He became a unique rap artist, where lyrics written by his hands and mind are brought to life through emotionally powerful vocal performances. Each of his songs tells a story of perseverance, a cry from a soul that refuses to give in to physical limitations. Isaiah has proven that a true voice does not reside in the vocal cords, but in the messages we send to the world. Isaiah Acosta's journey is a powerful source of inspiration for anyone who feels isolated or unable to find their own voice. He teaches us that when passion is strong enough, we will find a way to express ourselves no matter how harsh the circumstances may be. Isaiah does not need a mouth to sing because his music resonates from the deepest emotions of his heart. He is living proof that music is the universal language of humanity, where all imperfections must give way to the beauty of creativity. Tom Staniford is one of only 8 people in the world known to have MDP syndrome, a genetic mutation that causes the body to have no subcutaneous fat. This gives him a striking appearance with a face and body that look extremely lean and skeletal, very different from the typically muscular build of professional athletes. However, behind this seemingly fragile exterior lies an iron will and near-limitless endurance. Tom chose professional cycling as his life goal, using his lean legs to conquer some of the most demanding roads. Having no body fat forces Tom to face countless challenges, from being more prone to injuries to having poor temperature regulation. Yet he has never seen these as barriers that could make him give up his passion for speed. Every pedal stroke from Tom is a declaration of inner strength that goes beyond ordinary biological limits. He does not race only to win medals, but to prove that a different body can still achieve extraordinary things when it is driven by a steel-like spirit. Tom Staniford has become a symbol of resilience, proving that true strength often lies hidden within the most unexpected appearances. He does not need bulging muscles to win, because a steel-like will is the most powerful engine of all. Tom teaches us how to accept differences and turn them into leverage for reaching new heights. Do you believe that a strong spirit can compensate for any physical limitation? Leave your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can continue bringing you more extraordinary stories. Melanie Gaydos was born with a rare condition called ectodermal dysplasia, a cruel medical disorder that left her without hair, teeth, or ears from the moment she entered the world. Her unusual facial structure immediately became the focus of sympathetic stares and careless judgment. Melanie's childhood was a long series of days spent facing discrimination, cruel mockery from peers, and an overwhelming loneliness caused by her unique appearance. However, instead of retreating into the shadows to suffer in silence, Melanie made a courageous decision. She would not allow her imperfections to define her worth as a person. She realized that she did not need to conform to conventional standards to feel beautiful. With an iron will, she chose to step into the world of high fashion, an industry known for its harshness and obsession with flawless beauty. In high-fashion frames, Melanie Gaydos is not overshadowed. Instead, she shines brilliantly with a presence that is confident, mysterious, and powerful. The traits that the world calls imperfections have been skillfully transformed by her into a unique advantage, creating an uncanny and unmistakable allure. She quickly became a new muse, an endless source of inspiration for the world's most renowned photographers and designers. Melanie Gaydos directly challenged every outdated standard of beauty, proving that true allure does not lie in symmetrical features, but radiates from a powerful inner personality. She did not try to hide her differences. Instead, she displayed them as a symbol of resilience and freedom. Her presence in prestigious magazines has redefined the concept of a muse, affirming that beauty is diversity and has no limits. The story of Melanie Gaydos is a powerful declaration of the soul's freedom in the face of societal prejudice. She teaches us a valuable lesson: every individual is a unique work of art, possessing inherent worth that no one has the right to take away. Melanie did not choose to change her face to please the world. Instead, she persistently compelled the world to change its perspective in order to accept and respect her differences. Melanie Gaydos stands there in the spotlight, proud and radiant as a profound reminder that true beauty only blossoms when we are brave enough to love ourselves. Her journey has ignited hope for millions who feel insecure about their appearance, encouraging them to step out of their shells with confidence. Melanie is not just a model, she is a symbol of inner strength, proof that a beautiful soul can turn every imperfection into art. Maria Audete do Nascimento is a Brazilian woman in her 40s, yet she retains the body and cognitive development of a 9-month-old infant. Due to severe congenital hypothyroidism and her family's inability to afford treatment, Maria's body and brain development stopped during infancy. She's like a little angel forgotten by time, forever living in the most innocent and pure world of a baby within the body of an adult woman. Maria's life is a long journey of unconditional love from her stepmother, Dora. For decades, Dora has cared for Maria, feeding her, putting her to sleep, changing her diapers, and comforting her with the devotion of a biological mother. Maria cannot speak or care for herself, but she understands warmth and love through hugs. Her existence brings no material value, yet it becomes a bond of the soul, turning a humble home into a place filled with compassion and humanity. Maria's story reminds us of the precious and sacred nature of life in all its forms. She does not need to do anything extraordinary. Her very existence is already a profound lesson that human value does not lie in productivity or intelligence, but in the right to be loved and protected. Maria is a quiet flower in everyday life, reminding humanity that sometimes what we need most is simply a compassionate heart and arms willing to embrace the most vulnerable lives. Matt Stutzman was born without arms, a hardship that seemed like it would take away every chance of a normal life. Raised in a compassionate family, he trained his legs to fully replace his arms in every aspect of daily living, from eating to driving. What sets Matt apart is his decision to learn archery using his feet for hunting, through which he trained relentlessly until his legs became so skillful they could perform precise actions beyond the ability of many able-bodied people. In the world of archery, which demands precise coordination of both hands, Matt emerged as a remarkable phenomenon with a truly unique technique. Seated on a specially designed chair, he uses his feet to hold the bow and his shoulder or chin to draw the string, executing shots with astonishing accuracy. Matt made history by winning a Paralympic silver medal and holding a world record for the longest distance shot, proving that hands are only tools of support, while an iron will is what truly determines the greatness of a champion. The journey of the armored archer is an epic tale of self-respect and the desire to conquer all limits. Matt consistently affirms his position as a professional athlete, competing fairly with life, spreading the message of the boundless inner strength of each individual. Do you believe that willpower can replace hands to achieve glory? Share your thoughts by commenting below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support us in spreading these extraordinary stories. Stacey Herald stood only 71 centimeters tall due to a rare brittle bone disorder that made her body extremely fragile and small. Doctors once warned that pregnancy could be life-threatening for her because of the pressure a fetus would place on her tiny rib cage. Yet driven by her deep desire to experience motherhood and her immense love for family, Stacey courageously overcame every fear to give birth to 3 healthy children, becoming the world's smallest mother with great pride. Stacey's daily life is a journey of adaptation and creativity. Although she uses a wheelchair and requires assistance with many tasks, she dedicates herself wholeheartedly to caring for, teaching, and loving her children in the most thoughtful way possible. Stacey proves that the size of one's body has nothing to do with the depth of maternal love. She faces the challenges of raising children with optimism and boundless compassion, turning her small home into a place always filled with laughter and happiness. Stacey's passing, after years of dedicating herself wholeheartedly to her family, left behind a profound lesson about sacrifice and courage. She lived a life without regrets, proving that every person has the right to pursue happiness and create miracles no matter how difficult their starting point may be. Stacey Herald's story will forever remain a symbol of limitless love, reminding us that the greatest strength of all is the power of a heart that knows how to love and live for others. The journey of these extraordinary individuals that we have just witnessed is powerful proof that disability does not lie in the body, but in whether we dare to confront adversity. Each person is a vibrant color, teaching us lessons about gratitude, perseverance, and a fierce desire to live. Hopefully, these stories have given you the strength to believe in your own worth and turn the challenges before you into stepping stones toward remarkable success in the future. Thank you for staying with us until the end of the video. If this content touched your heart, please support the channel with a like and hit subscribe so we can continue spreading these positive values to even more people. Which person's resilience impressed you the most? Leave your thoughts in the comments so we can discuss them together. See you again in the next inspiring videos.